Let me show you this new LED light. It is the Godox RS100R. And of course, at first, it just looks like a big black flashlight. And a light designed like this is nothing new. These Roddy LED flashlights have been on the market for probably at least 3 years now, from what I've seen. Maybe you haven't been exposed to it because, if a YouTube douchebag trash tube doucher doesn't review it, then most people don't even know about it. So at first glance, sure, you turn it on. Generally speaking, Godox product line, if at the end of the model name it says Bi, it goes both ways in terms of daylight versus tungsten ways of lighting. Meaning you could set the light to, at the minimum 3200 Kelvin to 5600 Kelvin, but in this particular light, you could actually go down to 1800 Kelvin. The lower the number, the more yellow the light, and it goes all the way up to 10,000 Kelvin. So it's a pretty solid range for an LED light being bicolor. Now, when it says R, such as this RS100R, it has the ability to cover Pride Month. Get on with you for your Pride Month parade marches. So you could go over to, and you could switch it over to HSI, and then now you have all different types of rainbow RGB, LGBTQ lighting. And like every other LED light on this planet, you have FX. So you go through all the different FX. Got lightning, broken bulb, TV, fire. It's nothing new. It's nothing revolutionary. It's pretty safe to say we have peaked in terms of video and photo making gear. And as a YouTube douchebag trash tube doucher, it is incredibly hard for me to get excited for new gear that is released. And when it comes to recommending gear, generally speaking, if it is usable, if it is good, I don't have a problem recommending it. And I can recommend products throughout every brand. And to be clear, Godox did not send me this light. One of their authorized resellers did. It was sent to me from VitalPal. VitalPal has sent me many products in the past. So in exchange for a video review, and keeping it a buck, receiving quote unquote free gear in exchange for review is actually not really worth it for me, because the amount of time it takes me to think about how to do the review, film, edit, and all that stuff is really not worth the price of the light. I believe this light is like, the light is like $319. The level of effort it takes me to do a video like this, getting a free light is not worth it. But I'm not gonna go into all of this fourth wall YouTube content creation bullshit with you. Let's talk about these lights and why, in my opinion, if you're looking to buy an LED light at all, whatever kind of LED light, I would first look at Godox and see what they have. And then from there, I would branch out and look at other brands if you cannot find what you're looking for in the Godox lineup, which I think is very difficult to do because Godox has every kind of light. And they're the only brand that I have seen to consistently stick with their proprietary mount ecosystem. So this light is part of other lights that have already been released a while back. So, which means the attachments to its proprietary mount already exist, which means you could use attachments from other Godox LED lights. So I have here the RS60 Bi. And this, I forgot to mention that this RS100R has a built-in battery. So like this is a whole unit and the battery is built in. And the RS60 series has separate batteries. So, and you could put other attachments in the back here. But in terms of like the front attachment, they all work with each other, okay? And then so, if you need like other things like different diffusion clips, they all stick via magnet. You need a barn door, it sticks with a magnet. Bottom line is you have many other accessories you could attach to the front of this magnet, and there are accessories that you could directly attach to this proprietary mount. When Godox releases new lights of this style, you know that you will be able to use existing accessories for this light. The accessories and everything else in this video that you're seeing, I had bought myself over the years. Only this LED light was sent to me from VitalPal. The light also comes with Godox's tilting LED light head. It's pretty simple design, but in my opinion, it's probably the best one in the business in terms of just consistency, usability, and all that. Basically, you could tilt it. It has a little hole here and a screw for your umbrella if you want to use one. And all their lights are designed with these rectangular notches, similar to like an RE pin, but as you can see, there's rectangular notches here on the bottom of their light, and you simply just screw it on. And the rectangular notches prevents the light from spinning on the 1/4 inch thread. This here goes to your light stand, and you just twist, good to go. Very good, very consistent ecosystem on Godox part. The light also comes with this nice carrying pouch, as always, high quality from their local Chinese sweatshop. Again, light has a built-in battery. It is capable of 100 watts. You could also charge and power the light while it is charging on USB-C. I believe you would need at least 65 watts of power delivery from the USB-C for the light to be operational. And just to show how bright this 100 watt light is, I'm going to go ahead and use it as a key light. Set it to 5600 Kelvin. On CCT mode, 5600 Kelvin, 100% power, pointing at my white wall to get me this key light. So just to give you an idea of the output, I am at 640 ISO because I'm filming in vlog on my Lumix S1II, 1/50 shutter, 24 frames per second, f1.8 lens. It's a Sigma 28-45 1.8 zoom lens at 28 millimeters, 100 watts, bouncing off a wall that is about a little bit over 1 yard, 1 meter away, which is like a little bit over 3 feet away. And this is the light output you're getting. So obviously, if I was going to set this up professionally and using a wall for my key light, I would be putting this LED light somewhere else, not on my table so everyone could see it. But in this example, that's what I'm going to do. The light has app control and all of that nonsense lighting has these days. And again, the reason why I prefer to buy Godox myself, Godox doesn't send me anything. I have no relationship with Godox. I buy all of my Godox lights. I use these lights for filming weddings mostly and doing run and gun stuff. The reason why I like them for weddings is because they are small, they are light, you can control them wirelessly, and because they're so small and light, I can mount them anywhere. I could use small, light, travel light stands when I go film events and weddings. If you want to see more about my wedding light kit, you could check out this video here, wherever, and you can see what lighting kit I bring to my weddings. This year I might be using different lights, and they are again also Godox lights that I bought. So these weren't sent to me. I actually bought them because they look real cool. And again, they start off for $100. You get the Godox ML40 Bi, and for $120 you get the Godox ML40R. Small, tiny LED lights with built-in battery, so you don't need to like attach a separate battery or anything like that. It has magnets along the back, so you could magnetically stick it against anything that is metal or magnetic. It uses a different Godox mount. This one is from the ML series of lights. So this is a 10-degree Fresnel or reflector attachment. So press the button, release, and Godox sells 15-degree attachments. They sell 36-degree attachments. So, you know, you've probably seen these before. It's because they come, you've probably seen these before. It's because they originally came with the ML100 series Bi and R Godox released a while back. And as you can see, they try to remain consistent with the proprietary mounts. Unlike a lot of other brands, they release these new lights with proprietary mounts and then they don't come out with any new accessories. Matter of fact, they release a newer light with a different mount and then a newer light with another mount, and then it's just like, yo, where are my barn doors at? Barn doors in mind, all the fronts of these attachments are magnetic. They also have magnetic barn doors you could attach. The magnets are pretty strong. You get a nice barn door, and what I like to use barn doors for is to cut the light, and it's incredibly useful, especially during weddings and someone is giving a toast and there's, the only place we have to set up the lights is behind a bunch of guests sitting, and I don't want the light hitting their eyes because for some reason they just like staring directly at the light. So I use barn doors to cut the light so that it does not hit them in the face. And again, just like the RS100R, you have your Bi-color. These ML40s, also 1800 Kelvin to 10,000 Kelvin, just like the RS100R, has your LGBTQ RGB, basically what every LED light on the planet has these days. It has app control. You could also power it via USB-C, 65 watt. Most importantly, it's just so small, it's so tiny. These are lights that I could stick into my backpack, and I could at the same time mount it on light stands for a wedding. And look how light it is. Like, this greatly reduces the overall footprint of gear that you have to carry. This is what these are lights I've been using at weddings, and I'm thinking about bringing these instead because this is 60 watts, this is 40 watts. I never use 60 watts. I never use these lights at 100%. I'm probably using them at 20%, maybe 40% max. So I could see myself using these lights at maybe 50%, and there's plenty of output for something like a wedding, and basically it takes up half the space. Even though it's thicker and everything, it's just the way it's designed. I could see it taking up only half the space. Like I could stack, like for example, if I have a backpack, I really could only put one of these lights into one slot on my backpack, but this I could put it down like this and it should fit. So very nice stuff from Godox. Very, I don't want to say innovative, but consistent. They even have zoom lenses for the lights. So same thing, you could disconnect this and then you put the zoom lens on, and this one zooms a little bit more. It does increase output a bit more. By the way, this is an ML40 Bi, and this one comes with its own battery attachment like so, but you could also get a V-mount attachment and all that stuff. So Godox is, again, the only brand that has been consistently keeping up with their accessories and their mounts. We already know they've been doing lighting for a long time. We already know the quality and all that stuff. And my first LED light I ever bought back in like 2015 was a Godox 60 watt LED. So they've been in the game for a long time, and if you look it up, they basically do nothing but LED video and photo lighting. Most photographers know them for their flashes and all that, but I just like the fact that they have a solid foundation and a solid direction for their product line, instead of just coming out with new stuff and it just exists in its own bubble and there's nothing that you could buy for it, and none of the existing accessories that you already have in your studio is going to work with it. Whereas Godox is consistently releasing lights to work with what they already have in the ecosystem. And these are affordable lights. I mean, there's other brands out there. Some, maybe justifiable due to their brand name. Some not very justifiable, releasing lights that are super expensive that offer way less overall features and values in terms of what the light can do on its own, plus what the light can do with attachments. All these lights could be found at VitalPal, so if you want to support them, links are in the description below for all of these lights. I have been sent a lot of gear in my YouTube career. Many times I receive it, and there's been a lot of gear that I sadly receive and I don't review because one, I'm not using it. Two, they don't really have any resale value. And three, the product is just subpar. The product is just uninspiring, and really I can't do anything with it. I can't review it. I don't see how it connects to my audience. So I just don't talk about it. So let me just tell you that if I have a lot of other crap I got to work on, and if I'm willing to spend my valuable time to make a video about something and I'm not getting paid for it, it means I actually really like it and I really recommend it. So there you have it. As always, until next time, lighten up.
Hey man, why your skin look red like natural Canon color shine?
Nah, bro, it's sunburn. Thanks to Crater, we got the opportunity to experience what it's like to be on a film set. Connor McCaskill and Donna Did It was also there. Actually, we all had the chance to be camera operators for the upcoming film Father Son Time, directed by Josh Long with Antonio Cisneros as the DP.
Oh my god, Crater, it all by that landscaper guy Armando Ferrero. All they do, it show gear. Look, Connor McNugget, silver YouTube plaque. Donna do that, silver YouTube plaque. You, oh my god, only 35k subscribe, track and unprofessional. Why they invite you?
First of all, you are a moron, as always looking like you got a family of daddy long legs in your nose. Second of all, I am grateful for the opportunity. Got to be on set with a talented crew for a film about an autistic father's relationship with his neurotypical son. Something that is 100% relatable to me because I am also autistic, diagnosed late in life with an autistic son.
But you get a Tratlo sub-tube doucher. Only good thing you got is your skin now look like Canon color shine. Because Canon color shine is the best. If you want to be the best. If you want to be professional. If you want to be a real filmmaker. You need to be credited on IMDb.
Bro, I don't care about no IMDb. What the hell does that even mean?
Let me show you. It means you a real filmmaker.
Or it could also mean I'm a douchebag. Look, all because you look and sound like a manicurist doesn't mean you are one. And all because Armando looks like a landscaper and he drives a pickup truck doesn't mean he is actually a landscaper. Funny thing is, me and my tube doucher friends might end up on IMDb because we were all cam ops on a film.
Sign up for my How to Be credit on IMDb masterclass for only $29.99.